Stidham swings it out. And there's completion number 1 for Ryan Davis to tie the all-time mark. Auburn, where he became the starter last year and led them to the SEC title game. Here's a flea flicker. And Stidham in trouble, rolled away from it and has a completion and a good run after the catch by the freshman Seth Williams across midfield to the Georgia 47 receiver. Good pressure by Jonathan Ledbetter to 3-4 Georgia defense. Tarvius Whitlow belted behind the line of scrimmage and could not escape. And that's been the big problem all year for the Auburn Tigers, traditionally a run-heavy team. On loss of 6. Tarvius Whitlow is their leading rusher. They swing it to him and he gets dropped for a loss. Tyler Clark. They've had to throw it much more than they have wanted to this season. And with a 3-man rush, they could not find an open receiver, and Stidham did well to get back to midfield. Gus Malzahn calls him a weapon. Terrific at angling the ball to either side. That win at Kentucky last week. Gilliard, the center, left very early in that game. On target from and into Auburn territory goes Terry Godwin. A first down to the 42 of the Tigers. They scored 34 at Kentucky last week. The first team to score more than 20 against the Wildcats. They're looking to score in their opening drive tonight as Holyfield rumbles inside the 20. Second and goal from the 4. Look out, he's dropped for a loss. Back at the 8-yard line by Deshaun Davis, the senior from Pritchard, Alabama, making his 33rd career start for the Tigers. With Swift, the running back. Time for Fromm, back in the end zone and too high over the head of Isaac Nada. The tight end Jeremiah Denson in coverage for Auburn. Enormously popular here. They have all the players introduce themselves on the video screen before the game. When he came on the screen, a huge roar went up. That field goal good from 25 yards. And it's a perfect label for that rivalry. Tarvius Whitlow off the play fake. A tough run for a first down as he rumbled out to the 39-yard line. Richard LeCount, the safety and the leading tackler on the year for Georgia, made the stop. A 15-yard run for Whitlow. And Shivers, the Auburn running back, third. Ryan Davis now with his second catch of the night, and he is all by himself atop the career receptions list at Auburn with 154. Moves out of the tie with Courtney Taylor, who played for Auburn from 2003 to 06. Struggled on offense this year. Whitlow lines up as a Wildcat. He throws to the back of the end zone for an Auburn touchdown. John Samuel Shaker, redshirt freshman tight end. They don't throw to the tight ends very often. That's just his 3rd career catch and his 1st touchdown.
Well, watch right here. They're thinking run all the way. He's going to slip out. The defender, the linebacker, is going to leave his area. And wide open there for the touchdown. That was
the 5-yard line, their first possession. Georgia now needs to convert on 3rd and 8. Short throw to Swift and lots of running room. High stepping across the 50.
You can't forget about this guy. Hebrew quarterback, Jake Fromm.
20-3 as the starter, and on target to Terry Godwin, weaving through the traffic and out of bounds inside the 25.
Well, again,
with a tight bunch of receivers to the right and Swift on his left hip. Fromm running out of time, running to the line of scrimmage, and that's as far as he'll get. They've blown the play dead. Crowd kept cheering as they shoved him toward the goal line. Sears Blankenship with what is essentially an extra point. Jake Camarda, the punter, is the holder. And Blankenship knocks it through. 23 yards, but the good news is that's 2 yards more than they had the entire game against Texas A&M last week. Actually 4 yards more than they had. On target, Stidham And Anthony Schwartz, the speedy freshman, held on. He got blasted in the back at the 47-yard line.
Have played at least a snap tonight.
Never had more defensive players on my spotting board than I do for Georgia here tonight. They just 4 and 5 deep, and a lot of them play. Ryan Davis the catch. Detarvius Whitlow the running back. 4-man rush. Jarrett Stidham incomplete. 8 field goals of 50 plus. Gus Malzahn said he has such a strong leg. I've probably tried too many long ones. Penalty might have helped, actually. Gave him a little better angle. In rushing, DeAndre Swift now lined up as a Wildcat. They blitz him. He runs through a big hole. Has a first down inside the 35. Another tackle for the safety, Daniel Thomas. Georgia. Tigers showing blitz again. They do crowd the line. Harrion runs through them. First down and shoved out of bounds at the 20-yard line by Daniel Thomas. 3rd down and 4. Just a 4-man rush. From to the end zone. A touchdown. Tyler Simmons puts the Bulldogs back on top. From Aaron Sipos. Auburn, an excellent punt coverage team. They're 3rd in the nation in net punting. And they're right there to force the fair catch from Hardman. 8 in a row. Go to the playoffs. Why not? We can do it. DeAndre Swift into the secondary. And they were running out of white jerseys to get him down. They got him on the grass. 5-man rush. Fromm has time and a wide open receiver. Terry Godwin. Touchdown, Georgia. Football last year. Not a great punt. Ryan Davis almost back to midfield. And Gus Malzahn not going to go for it on 4th and 2. Sipos so good at doing this.
Wow, what is
Terry Godwin called for a fair catch, and here they crowd the line, but then retreat, rushing 4. Fromm as a man open. First down and much more. Mecole Hardman across midfield to the Auburn 48. I know when he set the Rose Bowl game record, the longest field goal. Boy, wide open Swift, too much room. As you said earlier, Todd, he's a frequent target in their passing game. And the blitz up the middle. And you can't whiff when you blitz, and they did, and paid the price. A 10-yard gain, 10 plus. Darrell Williams. Godwin, the motion man, from the pump fake in his direction, throws an interception into traffic and picked off by Jamel Dean, intended for Jason Stanley.
It was an interception by the defense. First down.
He just waited too long on this one. There's the route. He waited, and that enabled Dean to step in front of that throw. We've been saying Jake Fromm's been doing a great job of dumping it off. That time, instead of dumping it off to Harrion out of the backfield, he waited and forced a throw.
Ruled a fumble, so a loss of 3, not an incomplete pass. Here's Shivers with blazing speed across the 40, and a touchdown saving shove out of bounds by the safety Richard LeCount. Part of that 100-meter high school race in Florida with Schwartz and Campbell, and Shivers finished 3rd. They're all world-class speedsters. One at home in the regular season. Georgia won the SEC title game. Walker had a sack in each of those games. Stidham had to pull it down, got across the line of scrimmage, but not by much. Julian Rochester. And Sipos just a little bit too strong. Penalty prone tonight. 8 of them now for 60 yards. Swift breaks tackles and runs over the safety, Jamian Sherwood, the freshman who stood his ground. And after the career high 156 at Kentucky, has lots of running room.
There's that move.
His high school coach called it his dead leg move. Played at St. Joseph's Prep in Philip. Ooh, tough snap, and
He was down on a knee when he picked up the football. Bad snap by Gilliard.
Making his 37th consecutive start at center. Holyfield bounced outside and got upended by Christian Tutt. Close to field goal range for Blankenship. From behind the intended target, Tyler Simmons. Rock solid as well.
Wow, perfect.
We call Hardman there to down it at the 1. Win against Washington. Fell out of the rankings for a while, moved back into the college football playoff rankings this week at number 24. 44-yard punt. They stick with him. He bursts through the hole, breaks a tackle across midfield, gets a nice block down the field, and scores a touchdown.
Whenever you have a running back makes a big play down the field, there's receivers blocking downfield. Isaac Nada, the tight end, 18. And then the wide receiver Holloman, number 9, with a key block. And DeAndre Swift does the rest. He had an 83-yard touchdown run last week against Kentucky.
Stidham needs to find the mark again. He hangs onto it on first down and runs for a first down.
Field only 2 for the entire game.
Booby Whitlow in trouble. Couldn't find anywhere to run, and a bunch of dogs there, including DeAndre Walker and Monty Rice. Listed again tonight, and they have to abandon it now, down by 17. Stidham trying to keep the play alive, got it off, and what is the call on the sideline? Apparently an incomplete pass. 2009, that's the longest such streak in the country. Fair catch, Terry Godwin. 281 to 87. Nice patience by Holyfield. Just for a moment, a hesitation, and he ripped through the hole for 17 yards and a first down to the Auburn 40.
And he's a better quarterback than he was a year ago. And the coaches have great trust in him.
You hear the cheer. The fans like the fact they let Fields throw a pass. They mentioned he hadn't thrown one in the last 3 games. He hit Riley Ridley there. High school in Atlanta. Fields still in there. Fields under duress, stayed on his feet. Made a couple men miss, but finally succumbed back near the 20 in the arms of Andrew Williams, a senior from Sunflower, Alabama. He's a spokesperson for the Be the Voice campaign to stop bullying, and he can throw it too far. Trying to get it to Isaac Nada, and with as popular as Hot Rod is here, this stadium might have come down if that had been completed. A 7-year, $49 million extension, and a couple of weeks ago, after the shocking loss to Tennessee, there were a lot of articles about they're going to try to buy him out. Yeah. Life in the SEC.
And I don't think those rumblings will go away either.
No. Well, his buyout is a reported $32 million, and he's caught 13 of them. Ooh, flag down. Wow. Slayton was out of bounds as the ball was coming in his direction with DeAndre Baker. Not a great quarterback class from the 9 toward the draft. Justin Herbert of Oregon and Ryan Finley of NC State, the 2 quarterbacks rated ahead of Stidham by Todd McShay. So a big win for Kirby Smart. They go to 9-1. They have UMass coming here, and then they finish with another home game, 3 in a row to close out the year with Georgia Tech, that traditional rivalry game before they head to Atlanta for the SEC championship game against Alabama. And Auburn drops to 6-4. They've lost their last 6 trips to Athens, with Liberty and then at Alabama to close out the regular season.
JP Sounds.